Yes, people, welcome back to the Vitesse Youth to Gold Let's Play save, where there is two simple rules. There is to be 0 squad players over the age of 29, and we must only be able to sign under 19s, which is the speciality of today's video, because we are in January, people. I have done a little bit off camera, only a couple of weeks from when we were last here, but I've got to January where the transfer window is now open, and I have read all of your comments because I'm actually recording this on the day the video comes out, and I've got to say a massive thank you for all the support over the first 3 episodes. I did not expect this to go anywhere near as well as it has done, so a massive thank you if you're stumbled across the channel and you don't know the main channel, or you've come from the main channel. A massive thank you, you absolute bunch of legends. Now in today's video we are going to go through scouting in particular. We're going to have a January episode special, and hopefully we're going to make a couple of signings today because our squad needs a little bit of upgrading, and the way we left it last episode was on how we are going to upgrade this squad. And I've been a busy boy off of camera working out what I want this team to be and making the decision to start concentrating on some of our better younger players and moving away from a potential promotion this season. Obviously, we are sitting bottom of the table on 14 points. We have played 1 game since you guys were last here. It was against Top OSS and was a 1-1 draw with a goal coming from Elias Hoof, who I am deciding to sell. Yes, that sounds absolutely mental. He's the only person which scores for us, but there has been a little vein of form where he was not doing too much in terms of goal scoring. I say that, he bagged a hat-trick against Excelsior, scored against Top, and then, I don't know, he just wasn't great for a while, was he? Let's be honest, we watched him in the match engine, he was a little bit average, and I've decided at 28 years of age, let's move on and try and bring in a different striker. It does mean, of course, we will effectively be saying we're not going to be going up in the third period. Obviously played 1 game and got a draw, which isn't a bad result, but any stretch the imagination, especially because overall, Top OSS are actually a pretty decent side sitting in 13th place, and it was away from home. So I'm not angry at that result in the slightest, but looking over our next sort of few games in the third period, it's not going to be easy, and I'm not expecting we get this top spot whatsoever, so I'm not giving up, but I am concentrating on youth, which I think is the smart play. So looking into the squad, I've gone through, I've analysed each individual position for, is there a young player which can come in and do the job? So for example, at right back with Nathan Markelo, there isn't a right back which can come in and do the job, to be honest. Jordi de Beer is 21 years of age, and while he's a decent little player, I don't think the potential growth of him outweighs the quality that Nathan gives us. Looking into centre-back with Stefan and Zumberi, Geronimo Londa is someone I'm going to have as my 3rd choice centre-back and give some more minutes to over Mitchell Drazen, mainly because of his current stats. He's got 13 heading, 13 marking, 13 tackling. Where he really drops down is the fact that if he starts to dribble on the ball, it's not looking good, and if he tries to cross the ball, well, hopefully he never gets in that position. He has got 10 passing, good decision making, and overall pretty decent mentals at just 18 years of age, and you compare that to Mitchell Drazen, also not great on the ball, very similar in terms of stats, but at 21 isn't going to grow nearly as enough. Now at left back, I've actually compared the stats of Romke van der Poel and Jimao Thinu, and van der Poel just about comes out on top, and at 16 years of age is going to play games there. And then DM is where a big choice has been made. I'm going to attempt to sign Solomon Bonner because he will free up a lot of money, and we should then be able to dip into the transfer market and make some really good signings. And to be honest, he hasn't actually performed very well when playing whatsoever. A 6.77 average rating, which I put down to him being rather small as a defensive midfielder. So we've got Sam Peppers and Matthias Marschalk as our 2 there. I made a decision for Mohamed Abdallah to be our new attacking midfielder. He is 17 years of age, elite potential, and there was someone in the comments who said this guy turned into a top tier Eredivisie player in his Vitesse save. So I'm trusting that, and Mohamed Abdallah is going to come into the first team, and we are going to sell Ricardo Felipe Schwartz and have Nino Zunewald as a backup, who again hasn't exactly impressed for us. Adam Tahwai is the best player in the club by quite some distance in the midfield. Maxwell Rodriguez, of course, starts on the right wing. Banis, again, miles better on the left wing than any of the potential young players. The other guy we've got in the midfield here is Yusuf Awali, who I've not used at all yet, but 18 years of age. His stats are actually really good, and I've sort of moved moved players which I don't think are good enough down to the under 18s and the B team, because I think it was a bit confusing how many players we had. So everyone that is listed here, Giovanni Rahman, Solomon Bonner, Ricardo Felipe Schwartz, and Elias Hoof, we're going to try and sell so we can reinvest into trying to sign some players. And like I've said, trying to scout the world as quick as possible. I think having this is one of the most important things for this save. Now, our recruitment focuses have been going off in the background and have worked really well. They have sort of found a bunch of really good players in Europe, South America, Asia, and in Africa. And then I've also used a little bit of scouting knowledge to look at between 15 and 19 expired contracts and having at least one international appearance. And what you might see, there's a few players that are on loan at Vitesse. Now, for me, this is one of the best scouting methods that I currently have access to, as I don't have any money. And you actually don't need any scouting budget to be able to do this. If you come to your player database, click World, it gives you access to the pool of players in the world straight away. Bring them in on loan, and then take it back down to no scouting. You don't spend any money, a little bit of a workaround for you, and you can get a really good look at a bunch of players in on loan, which is exactly what we're doing here. And we have found a few really good players, like Juan Manuel Villalba, who is a centre-back, who looks absolutely fantastic. He's just quite small, so he could be a really good wing back. He's got decent enough crossing, good speed, decent stats, really good decision making, good bravery as well. He's someone I'm looking into. The height does put me off ever so slightly. There's some goalkeepers which could potentially be better than Trevedon, who we have currently got. There's a 17-year-old, a 19-year-old. There's also some from New Zealand, a right winger with good speed and acceleration. All of them, after 2 weeks of being on trial here, will have full knowledge of them stats. Thiago Skelkuba is a winger that I'm also quite interested in. Good height, good pace, good stats, good determination. This is just a really good method for sort of a start of our scouting to see if anyone can make the grade here at the club. And then obviously we can start spending some money, hopefully, once we've started selling some players. So that's the job for now. And if I'm not mistaken, we've actually made some sales already. Sam Uvel is joining PSBS in Indonesia for £550, just gets him off the wage budget. And Marco Strakoya is joining Almere City for £85,000, and that is a big bunch of money off the wage bill as well. There is some players in the under 19s, some of the older players, Butner and Brule, still looking to try and sell. He is wanted by a whole bunch of clubs. He's asking to move. He's going to leave on a free contract anywhere at the end of the season. And then Ball is also listed, but having less interest, but I'm sure we'll manage to get him off the wage budget as well. Now, for me, the best way to try and sell someone, even if they are currently playing games and they are kind of happy at the squad, is just by sort of slowly teasing interest. And over the next sort of 10 to 15 days, I'm hoping we get some offers. I always ask the agent, go for the keen option. Currently, not a lot. He's just signed for the club. Could be quite a hard sale. I'm sort of hoping I can get it done at some point, though. I will then often go to an intermediary and see what he's got to say, and then we can talk to Bonner about leaving the club. He's happy here, and we're just going to tell him. I'll be completely clear. You weren't my plan, so I think it's the best that you try and find a brand new club. In that case, I'll freeze you out, and you will just be angry. Honestly, absolutely fine. He's going to leave the club at some point. We are going to get him out, and we will now go on to the transfer via transfer room, tick the transfer list bottom down here, click unspecified, and offer to clubs. He will be unhappy. He will start to get a little bit shouty. Don't worry about it too much. Once he's out the door, we'll slowly manage to bring players back around. Ricardo Felipe, obviously at 21 years of age, has played a few games for us. Same thing again. Transfer, ask agent. Keen, not a lot. He's just joined the club. Could be something which makes it difficult for us. This guy's actually not opposed to leaving, so we'll offer him out into the intermediaries, come to transfer, offer via transfer room, transfer list, and offer. And I do that pretty much every 3 days, and eventually they will leave the club. And there we have it. Our first ever signing in the Vitesse Youth to Gold save is Thiago Skalbula. Apologies if that pronunciation is absolutely horrendous. Thiago Skalbula. Yeah, Thiago Skalbula. I don't think that's that bad, is it? Argentinian. He looks absolutely fantastic, I've got to say it. I'm just trying to see if he's got another nationality to him. He hasn't. Just Argentinian, which is quite interesting. That name, to me, does not look Argentinian, but fair play. Thiago Skalbula comes into the squad, Good speed, good crossing, great pace, and he's on an amateur contract. I'm paying him absolutely nothing. Yes, he could leave, but as we've seen with Maxwell Rodriguez, these amateur contracts can be an absolute difference maker, which I think for this first game or two at least is going to mean, if I hide the on-trial players, that Nathaniel Banis might end up being our striker for the rest of the season, potentially, or even just for this game. Now, he's definitely going to go up there now, and we are going to straight away play our new man who has got into the B team, I believe. There he is indeed. Get him into the senior squads. Get him out on that left wing. Our first signing. That feels like a monumental occasion. Yes, he's on an amateur deal. Yes, he can leave us whatever. Yes, he's brilliant. And we are actually having some luck when it comes to sales as well. Well, kind of. Loan to buys is what we're getting. Maxi Brawl is going to leave out on loan. And then Elias Hoof and Solomon Bonner are both having loan to buys also with lots of different clubs, which would raise about £1 million at the end of the season, which I am fine with. As long as I get enough money to be able to scout the world now, I don't expect to be able to actually buy many players this window. We are going to have a loan for Ricardo, paying all of his wages. I'm actually fine with that. He's going to leave in a couple of years' time, so we still have the value on him. If he goes there, does really well, really good. If not, we'll just sell him in the summer. So again, really happy with that. We have made a sale as well in Strakoya, who has gone, which has enabled us to have £80,000 in the scouting, and we can now go out there and scout the world again, which is great. There is a goalkeeper that I'm interested in. His name is Jafet Reyes. He is a Nigerian goalkeeper who looks fairly decent, good determination on him, decent enough goalkeeping stats, and actually comparing him to Dylan Treviadon is the better goalkeeper. Stands out in basically everything other than aerial, which is quite a big thing on FM, but I think he'll be absolutely fine. Great communication, good mentals, similar speed, good physicals, same shot stopping, good distribution, good eccentricity. Is it enough of an upgrade to spend the money on? Probably not, but someone I'm going to keep an eye on. And now we're scouting again. Hopefully we can find someone up there. And then in terms of the strikers, the other guy I'm looking into is Puria Shahrabadi, who is an Iranian striker with good finishing, decent speed, good determination for this level, 5-star potential. And I can see it as well. He looks really, really good. So someone I'm keeping an eye on. But again, I can't afford that price currently and probably wouldn't pay that for him. And there's enough free agents out there where I could probably sign someone better. And of course, as we're sort of going through each and every day, we are seeing a lot more out of these free agents and just how good they potentially can be. Goalkeeper-wise, Joel Patterson, probably not going to be that good, to be honest. Anthony Petrella could be quite good and would be free, so someone to keep an eye on. Might even be a signing on an amateur contract once again. This is just a really good method of trying to find some good players. Now, in terms of Juan Manuel Villalba, if we compare his stats, he is very similar to Zamberi, but of course 4 years his younger. The only thing that worries me is the height of him, and I'm not 100% sure. I mean, that wage is absolutely criminal, so he won't be getting anywhere near that. But if I can get him in around 1,500, I probably would end up doing this deal. I think I'll be able to be honest. 1,300. 35% wage rise is fine. Release clauses are fine because that sort of money would be incredible for a free agent. I think that's a signing we have to go and make. He's come up through the Velej Academy. His face looks really familiar. I feel like he was a really good wonder kid last year. And even in the left-back position, if we compare him to Van Den Pol, wherever he is, Remco is his name, he is much better going forward, physically, defensively, very similar. Good mentally, good technically, good speed. He is just a better left wing back. So we could end up playing him there as well. And for that sort of money, we've got it there playing. We might as well use it. And that signing has been confirmed, and Juan Manuel Villalba is at the club. 2 Argentinians signed straight away. That's what we love to see. I'm also not entirely sure if you guys have seen the youth intake yet, and it could have been off of camera, but we have got an excellent intake looking to come in. Not a golden generation, but a 4.5-star intake where strikers seem to be the kind of thing. And wing-backs, goalkeepers potentially, but mainly strikers, which is exciting. I'm not 100% sure when we'll actually see this intake come through. I believe it'll be in and around April, so might even be next episode. So if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you're subscribing and liking the video. As I said, you guys have been smashing the support on these first 3 videos. Let's keep it up. And you guys are probably also wondering what my actual recruitment focuses are. I have shown these many times on the main channel, but I'm fully aware some of you are going to be brand new to this channel. They're very, very simple, to be honest. Looking into under-19s, 1.5-star ability, 3-star potential ability, ongoing, and I've actually locked in Europe, Central Europe, and Southeastern Europe because often these sort of cheaper players come from them regions rather than Western Europe, where you've got sort of like Portugal and Spain, or even England, France. Sort of Germany comes into Central Europe, but then Southeastern Europe, we're looking at Croatia, Serbia, Slovakia, where a lot of cheaper wonder kids come from. Going into South America, I believe we are just scouting the whole thing at 2-star and 2.5-star on the ongoing. And then we've got Africa, where we are scouting just, I believe, Africa and Western Africa, 1.5-star, 3-star. Because we're not a Premier League level squad, I would normally have this down at 5-star silver, but we're looking for players to come in and make an impact. They've got to be that little bit better. And then finally, in the Asian region as well, we are just looking in the whole of Asia, 1.5-star and 3-star. I went quite big on my scouts, I believe, as soon as we joined the club, which you guys would have seen. So if we just check out our staff and our scouting, if I can remember how to get there, we have got 4 scouts all in, and they are all really good in terms of where they're able to scout. Valerie Jensen is able to do pretty much the whole of Europe, which is really good to see. We have then got one which is really good in Africa, I believe, in Romance Mari Yemba. Really good in the Congo, Belgium, and then a few different African nations in here as well. So really important that we've got these guys in that can scout these regions straight away. But that is it for now in terms of transfers. It's time for games, and we've got 2 debuts, the Argentines down the left-hand side, and our home game here against the Graafschap, which is a really big game, because if we win this, I do believe there's a slight chance we gain promotion. If we lose, however, well, I mean, we'll just fully send the youngsters. And it is the Graafschap with the first highlight of the game. Dylan Treverden with the save, proving to be the right option. The end of episode 3. We made him our starting goalkeeper for Cooper van den Berg, and he's just conceded in the end to make it 1-0 to the Graafschap. But a great initial first save. I'm sure Van den Berg would have just probably let that go through his arms. So, you know, he tried. Eventually, we just didn't defend quite well enough. They got the ball back into the box on a good rotation and scored to make it 1-0 thanks to a goal from Hamuti. So, not ideal. But it is us on the ball now with Super Sam Peppers finding Markolo deep to find Adam Tahawai. What can he do? He finds Markolo again. We are going backwards at a very quick rate, but a great ball to back to Rodriguez, into Abdella, back to Rodriguez, inside Abdella. That is why he is starting in this team. He linked up the play with Rodriguez, and he is there to fire home to make it 1-1. Very glad that he started off well, because it was a big risk playing a 17-year-old in this team. But you can see him and Maxi Rodriguez straight away. Little bit of link-up play, but eventually falls out to him. Very tight gap to get that through, but he does it. Great to see that we got straight back into this game after going 1-0 down. That shows very strong mental character. The Graafschap on the ball. 28 minutes on the clock. The false 9 causing us some issues. A great ball through to De Jong. He's going to have to cut that back. And, oh, it's a deflected own goal by Thiago Scaluba. Oh, Thiago, mate. That is not what we needed to see. An own goal in our first ever signings debut. That doesn't bode well for this youth to goal malarkey, does it? I mean, he's trying to get back in and help. Oh, that's harsh. That is harsh. I do think a really cool thing, which now is in the game once again, is the pass maps. They are back, which is very good to see. And thanks to the Mr. Ting skin, which we are using, we can now see them live in match as well. And you can see them moving in the match as you make changes, which is pretty cool. Bit worried they've got a corner ball once again. Very worried they've got a corner ball once again. And we're 3-1 down. Stein Boltman scores. Yeah, it's not looking good for the rest of this season, is it? Not the greatest debut for Skulback. He's coming off of a 6 average rating for Dylan Hugerworth. And Vilal was on a 6.5. We'll take him off as well. Not that he's doing too bad, but just an hour into his debut, we might as well make a few changes. We'll get to see him on the ball at least. And we'll get to see Skaluba on the ball. So maybe we can see something before they come off and we'll decide not to take them off. Maxwell Rodriguez down that right-hand side does beat his man, as he always seems to do. He hasn't got his favourite man in the box anymore, so he's going to go alone. Eventually finds Banis. And Thiago Scaluba is there. Ladies and gentlemen, he has made up for his own goal. He is no longer coming off the pitch. Thiago Scaluba, don't worry about the own goal, son. That is the confidence boost he needed. You never know now. It's 3-2. We've stopped the substitutions. We could be back. There is a highlight straight away as well. Abdella finding Nahanwell Bahanis in behind. Oh my God, I've literally just made the sub as well to take him off the pitch for Pinto. Have I found a glitch in the game where if you take a player off, there's a highlight and he scores a goal? It's 3-3. In the click of a button, it's 3-3. We've just scored in the 62nd and 64th minute. And we are well and truly back in this game. In fact, it's level in this game. And let's go for them. Now that we are in the later stages of this game, I will make the changes I was going to make. We will bring on Dylan Hugerworth, and Pinto already did come on up front. Glad I couldn't stop that one quite. Van der Poel can come on as well, and we'll bring on Londarf or Stefan because he's on a booking. But, oh God, every time we make a change, there's a highlight. 75 minutes on the clock. If we can get this out, not that, Thiago. Oh, I didn't want to see you do that, son. Because now they are going to attack us, aren't they? Martins into Smits. This right-hand side has been dangerous for them all game. And it is Martins once again. Finds Simmons. Simmons whips it in. Fede de Jong's at the back post. Make a sub, a goal happens. It's now 4-3. Oh, for God's sake. Right, Abdella finds Maxwell Rodriguez, our constant danger man throughout this first season, driving off that right-hand side, beats his man, goes alone in the end, and a save from Sam Kremers. I was going to say, we are making a change once again. I thought there was going to be another goal, but not quite. We have brought on a new defensive midfielder. At least I thought I did, but that's not happened, obviously. What has happened there, then? We brought him on for Tahawai. Great. That is not what I planned to do in the slightest. Okay. Lovely stuff. It is 4-3. The game is falling away from us, but scoring 3 goals, I'm happy with. Conceding 4, less happy with. And maybe we need to just switch up the defensive structure a little bit. You can see, we are on sort of a very flat line there, aren't we? And I don't really know what it is, to be honest, that's making that happen. So I need to look into that because, well, it's clearly not working. We've just lost 4-3. And maybe on the counter-attack, we're just getting a little bit destroyed. Maybe it's the pressing central midfielders we need to look into. Oh my God. We have got a board request meeting on the 9th of January to attend our meeting. We're under threat. How are we under threat? Oh, this is not good, is it? I have never been in one of these in FM26. And the series won't end, to clarify. We'll find something. Give us a month. Well, they're prepared to give us a month. Oh, but I'm trying to do youth to gold and trying to get everything better. Oh, God, we're going to... Everyone's leaving. Oh, that's not good. Right, we've got a month to improve. We can improve. We can do that. I hope. And we have fully committed to the young players now because Hoof is gone, which is quite scary. And to make matters worse, Rodriguez is out for 3 weeks. We've got 4 weeks to save our job, and really the 2 best players in our club have gone. Now, we have got a lot of money to now go and spend, which is very, very helpful. And I do think I need that striker. Now, would you look at that? We have made a lot of outgoings, and we have now got £300,000 in the wage budget. And actually, in terms of scouting, there is now going to be £276,000 there and £4,000 in the wage budget. And that's because Solomon Bonner, Elias Hoof, Ricardo Schwartz, and Maxi Brawl and Shrikoya are all gone off the wage bill, or we've got a bunch of money in from them. We are still on just the 2 signings, but we are making some offers for players. Number 1 is a brand new striker, and it's actually the San Marino striker, which I think is very fun. It's part of the reason I'm doing it. Need to keep my job. Bring in the guy for San Marino. 13 finishing, 12 heading, 12 composure, good physical stats, not very determined, but at just 19 years of age, is decent enough on both feet. I think we can get him to be a really good player for us. He's quite good at linking up the play as well. And then past that, it's Muhammad Ali Raimov, who's an Uzbekistan midfielder, incredibly well-rounded and 17 natural fitness. Now, I am bringing him in as well because I think we are going to change our system ever so slightly so that in possession, we are hopefully building up a little bit more slowly. Rather than trying to bomb forward on counter-attack and score loads of goals, we're going to 2 wingers, a centre forward, basically a cam, and then a 4-2-3-1 with a deep line playmaker and a DM. With this cam starting deeper, linking up play, and then bombing on into the box. Still looking to bring Markolo in to make a back three. Villalba, rather than a wing back, a full back, sitting more here. But a bit almost like a 3-3-1, almost like the telephone formation of Pep Guardiola. Try and build something up a little bit like that. Seems like maybe it's going to be a bit better for us. We'll have to wait and see if it works or not. But in an effort to save my job, that is what we're going for. Now, one thing that could help us save our job is carrying on in the Dutch Cup. But we have got Go Ahead Eagles in the next round. After last time, we knocked out Excelsior. I am hopeful that we can do something here against Go Ahead Eagles. We are at home as well, which gives us a fairly decent chance if we think we can do it in this game. We are at home. I've made a few rotations. Romke van der Poel and Londa come into the midfield. Yuval Radon, of course, goes on the right wing spot because of an injury to Maxwell Rodriguez. And basically, we're going to see if our new system can do it. Now, once again, it is a corner ball, which seems to be a little bit of our downfall, doesn't it? We've got a very small side, which is just getting dominated from set pieces. But other than that set piece, we have managed to keep them very much to absolutely nothing, which is a good sign. We've no longer got pressing central midfielders, just more sitting back, and we've clearly been quite hard to break down until a ball in behind. Oh, for God's sake, it's 2-0. We could be out of the cup as well here. Oh, this is just not going well at all, is it? I've made, obviously, a few changes and literally had 2 highlights. They've scored 2 goals. They have been on top, but we've been in this game. We're just not good enough to compete with a team in the league above. We're not good enough to compete in teams in our own league, let alone teams in the league above. I can't really get too angry with them. I just don't know what to do. Go Ahead Eagles come again. It's Sivertson down the right-hand side. Oh, stop him from getting a ball in. Oh, God. Come on, 1 goal would feel so good in this game. Just give me a little bit of confidence that we're going somewhere. Dylan Hugerworth, lovely bit of trill skill, bit of trickery, finds Abdella again, 3-1. Okay, look, this game has actually gone better than... it could have gone a lot worse is what I'm trying to say. Looking into the pass map, what we're managing to do in this system is exactly what I wanted to try and implement, which is really, really good. And then looking into sort of the stats as well, considering we're against a team in the league above, very similar in terms of possession. We've had more shots, less on target, and really it comes down to, again, having a goalkeeper, which isn't good enough. And Dylan's much better than Van den Berg. He's still not good enough. We need to get a goalkeeper in the door that can save something, because a 1.37 XG and 3 goals is not okay. And we do go crashing out of the cup against Go Ahead Eagles, but I'm fairly positive, kind of. We have had 2 signings come in before our next game against Jong Ajax. One of them is a goalkeeper, but one very much for the future at 17 years of age, 18 determination, good jumping reach, area reach, decent enough base stats, can go into the B team and hopefully grow. And the other guy is that Mohamed Ali Raimov, the midfielder, who I think is potentially going to be our brand new defensive midfielder next to Adam Tahawai. So he would have to replace Sam Peppers. Looking into the stats, much better defensively, good mentals, good aerials, basically better in everything other than speed, which I think is really good. He's someone that's going to make us better defensively, hopefully, and he was a free contract on 800 quid a week. Of course, though, for this game, he is on international duty with the Uzbekistan under-23s. Oh, I need him so bad for this game. Sadly, he's not going to be able to play. We are going to go with Dylan Hugerworth on the right-hand side for that position. And Uwali was quite good in the last game, but I'm going to keep it as it is there. Markolo, Villalba, Zumberi, Stefan, Peppers, Tahawai, Abdella, Hugerworth, Skaluba, and Banis. This is a huge game against Ajax that we have to win. And actually, due to fitness issues, we had to change out Matthias Marschalk for Sam Peppers and Nino Zuneveld for Mohamed Abdella, who have both been pretty decent for us. So we are looking weak. Well, I'll tell you what, that's about as dominant of a 20 minutes as I've seen for us so far this season. In terms of the stats, the pass map, everything looks really, really good. Hopefully we can turn that into a couple of goals in this game. Oh, Adam Twawai tried to find a ball in behind to Hugerworth. Just no one made the run in the end. Stays at 0-0. I believe that's the highlight. But you can see from the stats and everything, it's looking much better. Please don't score now. I mean, Dylan Treverton, what are you doing? Oh my God. I have found a goalkeeper. I need him to come in literally at halftime in this game. We are so unlucky with how bad our goalkeepers have been throughout this entire save. Just come out and claim that ball. Oh my God, that's horrendous goalkeeping. I mean, there's a lot more structure into what we're doing. We're managing to build up play a lot better, but we're then not finding that final pass. And I've just got a very, very bad feeling. I don't think... I'm losing belief that we even score. And maybe it's because I've sold the goal scorer who scored 13 goals for some reason, because I'm an absolute idiot. Or maybe I'm a genius because Skaluba has got the assist and Rafael Banis. 1-0 is good. We need to win this game. I genuinely think if we don't win this game, I'll get sacked. So a win here has to happen. Skaluba, by the way, a goal and an assist in his 2 league games. And an own goal. So is that the perfect start? I've tried to put people forward that can go forward and make a difference, but we've not seen another highlight since the goal. And we do draw 1-1 against Jong Ajax. Oh, we really need a goalkeeper. Dylan Treverton's out for 6 weeks. Oh my God. I didn't even see that during the game. Yeah, this goalkeeper has to come in. So does the striker, to clarify as well, because we need to get Banis back on that left-hand side, and Skaluba has to be a bench player. Right, we have got our goalkeeper. This is a loan deal, which I understand is not usual for a youth to gold. However, there is an optional future fee of £325,000 for Konstantin Haider, who has decent enough mental stats, but all his stats, which I really need him to be good in, handling, one-on-ones, reflexes, area reach, jumping reach, he is good enough for. And if we compare him to Dylan Treverton, he is the much better goalkeeper. I mean, let me actually sign him so we can see the polygon against the polygon. We're paying 70% of his wages, so he's at about £1,500 a week, but I think that's a massive upgrade to our team. 3-star ability straight away. Now compare him to Dylan. I think we have just signed a much better goalkeeper. Yeah, shot. Literally everything is better other than speed. Absolutely fine. You can have your speed, Dylan. Konstantin comes in as the new goalkeeper, and like I said, we've got the option to buy him for £325,000, which is a fair amount of money, but would be a good enough signing. So hopefully Konstantin can come in and be our number one. Boy, he's going to have to be good. Right, this is a huge moment because we have made a signing I did not think was going to be possible. We've brought Dorgu to Vitesse. Right, this is possible because it's Dorgu's little brother, Rafena, but he's on a free contract as an amateur player, and he is actually Dorgu's brother, which is pretty awesome. If we check out the favourite personnel, Patrick Dorgu is his brother. He's been playing at Korge in Denmark, went on loan to Genoa, and then come on trial to us. Stats looked quite good. Free agent deal. He comes in straight away. Now, he's very small, attempts overhead kicks, and likes the ball played to feet. This guy seems quite fun, and he is not my main striker target. Now, of course, we have touched on Fausto Scaglione, who I can bring in right now. His stats don't massively excite me, and he cost me £70,000. So Wilsem Boussaid is the guy that excites me. And I think you can tell from the stats we're looking at, even though we don't know everything about him, why I'm excited. Good passing, good finishing, good composure, good enough acceleration, decent enough pace, good determination. 19 years of age. He's costing me £60,000 if we can get him in. And he's a goal scorer where he is now, 4 goals in 13 games, 19 years of age, a decent enough height to him. He would be my go-to signing if we can get him. Just a shame he's not going to come in for this game in particular because we've got FC Eindhoven away from home, and I need him. Now, the big thing is we have got our brand new goalkeeper, Konstantin Haider, who comes straight into the team, which is great. Dorgu, of course, comes onto the bench, and I am very tempted to start him, but I won't, because it means I can move Banis back to the left wing, which is the most exciting thing here. But sadly, we can't do that just yet. We can get Sam Peppers back on. We can get Abdella back on, which is great as well. And then Raimov is also back from his little time away, which is fantastic. And he can actually start this game instead of Sam Peppers. And I do think the squad already looks better, which is very good. We haven't got Maxi Rodriguez back yet. When he comes back, that's massive on the right wing. And then we get this striker in and Banis moves over to the left. It's all good things for the future. We just need to not get sacked in the meantime. Well, it's not been the most interesting half of football so far. We've seen literally nothing. Both had 1 shot each, which isn't great. So if they do score from this, it will mean that our brand new goalkeeper is no better than the rest. No. He technically made a save, didn't he? Parried it straight into the middle of the box and they scored. He was my one hope of saving this season. Toppenberg, I mean, he just battered at him, to be honest, and he's just parried it straight to him, hasn't he? We're 1-0 down. Absolutely fantastic. There is a highlight straight away. Hopefully we can see something from this highlight. As I said, very boring game so far. Literally been 1 shot apiece, and then they scored that, which is great. Hopefully we can see something happen. I mean, there's no doubt that I knew this save was going to be hard, but I didn't think it would be this difficult to the point of potentially getting sacked, which isn't a great sign for a Let's Play which is 3 episodes deep, onto episode 4. Getting sacked would be a pretty bad start, wouldn't it? I don't know what I'm going to do if that happens, because it looks like we're going to be 2-0 down. He's hit the crossbar. Oh, my God. I just don't know how you get this team better. I probably shouldn't have sold the striker, which has scored 13 goals in 18 games. Looking back, looks like a poor choice. I completely agree. And everyone in the comments is probably saying, what are you doing, you absolute idiot? But, yeah, it's done now, isn't it? And it looks like they're driving down the line. A goal now would feel fantastic. There's 10 seconds to go. It's probably just a pointless highlight. Just let it in. No? Okay, I thought he was going to just let that one in. It is going to literally be the most pointless highlight we've ever seen in the entirety of Football Manager. But it is 1-0 to Eindhoven at half-time. They've had 3 shots. We've had 2. I'm making a change. It's going to be Rogue. Banis is going out there. Out of possession, need to do that as well. And then Skaluba's coming off. And Dorgu's little brother's coming on. Look, it is the only choice I've got. He's also very small. But hopefully Dorgu's little brother can do everything for us. And more importantly, it gets Banis onto this left wing where he is better as a player. There is absolutely no doubting that. A nice bit of link-up play, and Dorgu does whip it out wide to Banis. Banis, if you can whip this in. He does. Back post, Dylan Hugerworth, bring it down. He does. Rymov, Banis. How has he saved that? I just long for a goalkeeper which can save stuff like that. That's all I want in life currently, is a goalkeeper which can do that. I've just closed everything down. What's just happened? Oh, I don't know what's going on anymore. Simmons, Huisman, Banis, clears. Oh, a bunch of small people everywhere. Simmons. Oh, I just want a goalkeeper that has hands. It's all I'm asking for. A goalkeeper with hands. Come on, people, please, let's score. No. Oh, it's just not going well, is it? It's just not going well at all. Well done, Konstantin. You've learnt you've got hands. You've found them on your body. Good job, mate. Rymov, you're the only hope at this point. You and Adam... Honestly, the team isn't that bad. The team is not that bad. Rymov, find something. Hugerworth, I wish you were Maxi Rodriguez right now. Markelo, I hate you. Markelo, I hate you. Markelo, I hate you. He's gone, isn't he? Yeah, fantastic. Now a red card. Oh, we are so cooked. We're so getting sacked, aren't we? I don't see there's a world we don't get sacked. It's 3-0. As the manager, feeling like this, I don't know how I expect the lads to do anything. I really don't. Hello, is that the Football Manager Job Centre? Yeah, there's no one that wants me. I'm not surprised, to be honest. I've just lost 3-0 to Eindhoven and I'm getting sacked. So, yeah, fantastic news, I suppose, isn't it? I mean, where do we go from here? I don't know. Hang on a minute. Dorgu's little brother's just scored. Dorgu's little brother could save us all. Oh, okay, Athena. I see a goal coming in from you. Is it too little too late? Have we lost this game? Yes, but little boy Dorgu has just scored. Let's keep it real. We're still absolutely horrendous and we're probably going to get sacked, but it's good to see we're leaving the club in a good place. Well done, little boy Dorgu. I'm annoyed. I have every right to be annoyed. These players are not performing at all. And we're probably going to just press spacebar here and we're not yet sacked. Why are we not yet sacked? I don't know how we have not been sacked. When did we have that meeting? It was after the game on the 9th, isn't it? So I said I'd have a much better game a month since then. We've lost every single game. If I beat Eminent AZ, do I keep my job? I don't think so. A draw and a loss in the league. I mean, our only option is to try and beat them, isn't it? But I think we could lose a job. Not to give any pressure to a 19-year-old, but Wilson Boussaid is the only way we keep our job. He is a really good striker. 15 finishing, 12 composure, 13 passing, 11 heading, great natural fitness, good acceleration, good determination. He is fantastic. He's the only good player in the team, I'm always convinced, but that is a massive upgrade, and it does get Banis back to his better position, and maybe, you know, not to be too positive, maybe we can win our next 2 games. Is it going to happen? Probably not. I'm allowed to dream. This really is a do or die. It is Vitesse versus Emmen at home. We have started Boussaid straight away up front. We have got Banis back out on that left wing, and we need to see a good result here. Come on, lads. Let's see something from this team with a little bit of hope. Mohamed Abdallah. Okay, that's fine. That was a good move. I like what I saw straight away. Obviously, still 0-0, but we broke him down straight away and had the ball in behind. That's what I want to see from this team. Now, he needs to be defensively resilient. Don't step out too much, and hopefully win the ball back. Ostergaard. Look, he's on his own out there in a 2v1. He can't... They can't be allowed to break us down from there. They simply can't be allowed to do that. Well done, Stefan. He's brought the ball down. Oh, it's deflection. I thought that was going in. I thought that was going to sum up the luck so far in this save. Defensive, that wasn't fantastic, but we stopped them. Right, keep possession, move the ball around, and let's go. Rymov finds it out wide. Dylan Hugerworth. Maxi Rodriguez is back on the bench, just unfit currently. So Hugerworth is in the team. Whips it in back post. Now Banis. That's why he is good at the back post. Obviously misses that one, but how many goals did we score in that last episode? Rodriguez to Banis. We need that back ASAP. We need to bring on Maxwell Rodriguez. He is the only man that could do anything for us. I'm convinced of it, to be honest. That's the only hire I'm going to make so far. Boussaid has not had a great first game, it's got to be said, but it is game number 1. Remember, Dorgu's little brother is on the bench if we need him. Please not a worldy free kick. Please, not a well done, Hyde. He's found his hands. I was about to make the change to bring on baby Dorgu, but it's FC Emmen on the ball. There's Bezuzian. Good save. Oh, it falls out to someone again. Apparently there's a highlight. There's a free kick. Oh, Villalba. Save me. That's horrendous. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'll be real, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what to do. Is this a good play? I don't know. I don't know if this is a good play or not. We're going to go to a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-4. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but I feel like it's the only option right now. Try and get some players forward and see what happens, because this just is not working. Yeah, 1-0 down is not okay. We didn't even see a highlight. We went to a 4-2-4 and didn't even see a highlight. Oh, I think we're going to get sacked. We are going to get sacked, aren't we? As soon as we get to that next game, we are going to get sacked. Honestly, at this point, I completely respect it. I completely respect getting sacked at this point. I don't know what happens if I get sacked. I've never done a Let's Play before. Never got sacked from a Let's Play before either. Now, if that happens, what do I do? I don't know. Now, this was meant to be a January special, and it was a January special. We made lots and lots of signings. We've also brought in Scaloni, by the way, because I wanted more striker options. So he has also come into the club. We've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 signings in this episode. Are any of them that good? I don't really know. But we are going to leave here with the possibility of getting sacked. Now, if that happens, we shall see. You'll have to come back next time to find out. If I do get sacked, let me know in the comments down below what I should be doing. I I was going to start this save and an updated database starting in February anyway. I didn't want to because of the youth intake. We might have to just bring ourselves back. We'll see. But for sure, this episode has not gone to plan. I hope you've enjoyed the chaos. Thank you for watching, as always. And hopefully I'll see you in a couple of days' time.